Okay. Hello guys, this is Gary, and we're from our Back to Eden homestead, or you can find us on our other handle as our Back to Eden Urban Homestead. And in our email this is info@ourback2 Eden Homestead.com. Again, that's info@ourback2 Eden Homestead.com, and I'll leave that in the description along with some other links. So I'm out here today, ready to start the Harvest Right freeze dryer. My wife has already, again, got herbs on the tray prepared for me to go ahead and do a 17-hour run on the Harvest Right freeze dryer. So I'm going to do the checklist, just like you do when you go on a plane, and the pilot and the co-pilot say, airlift, check, this, check, check. So I have to do that. You just can't take your materials and run it in here. It has to run for 15 minutes. So let's get to it. First, I'm going to make sure that the line is closed, and went on this before, but I'll see if I can bring you in so you can see what I'm doing. It's going to be a little rocky, a little turbulent, so forgive me. So this is the line back here. Let's see if I can enlarge that. Yeah, so I can reach down here. This line has to be perpendicular to the drain hose so that the vacuum chamber will stay sealed. Turn that way. There we go. So as you see there, when this is straight, that allows, when the system is complete, that allows you to evacuate the pressure inside the chamber, and that way you can open the door. But while the chamber is initiating, this has to be in a perpendicular position so that it keeps all the pressure in the unit. Then next I'm going to turn on the fan because the Harvest Right gets a little warm, so it'll vent that heat away from the Harvest Right, and that way it runs smoother. I'm going to make sure that the power is turned on, so I'll do that now, and make sure the pump, evacuation pump, also that the power is turned on. So that's what I'm doing now. It's good to have different methods to preserve your food. You can hydrate your food, and you can buy hydrators online. Or if you got an automobile that doesn't have any smell in it, you can take a tray and sit it in the window in the summer, and that will hydrate your food also. So there's a simple way, just like having solar ovens, because we may get to a point that if there's an EMP launched in the atmosphere, all the lights go out. There's a movie called Revolution. I would recommend that you look at it so that you'll be prepared, and doomsday prepper. So this is on now, so it's asking me to make sure that the door, so the door has two functions. It locks twice. So that's 1, 2. The door push up against the seal so there won't be any air leaks. And this is the seal right here. Goes all the way around. So, and the trays, of course, are stainless steel. Don't want to use aluminum. So now I'm going to start the 15-minute function. It's a cooling vacuum chamber. And in 15 minutes, I'll be back out here to put the trays that my wife prepped of her herbs in here and run it for a 17-hour cycle. Stay tuned, guys. Be right back. Hi guys, okay, I'm ready to go ahead and load the trays. So I'm going to open up the valve, and it says closed drain valve. I don't know why it says that, but I'm going to open the valve so I can open the door, because otherwise, if I hit continue, it's going to say start freezing. Then I have to stop and start over the 15-minute count again, which I've done plenty of times since I've been trying to familiarize myself with the Harvest Right freeze dryer. So I'm learning from previous videos on YouTube and through my errors and excitement. So stay with me. Let me go ahead and open this drain. You may hear a hiss. That's normal to hear. It's depressurizing the containment area. Okay. So I'm going to load the trays, and what I'm going to do is just take a picture and include that in the video so you can understand. Yay, I did it right. I did it right. Yes. Okay. So let me go ahead and load the trays. Trays. Now the purpose for us freezing our herbs or any food is that the water in there will be frozen, then dried. It makes it more efficient. So I'm going to try and put these trays in here. The first one I'm putting in here, my granddaughter loved. It's called, oh man, I got a brain freeze. But my granddaughter loved these. And they're good, full of omega-3s. It's good including your diet, kind of peppery and then kind of sweet. So let me go ahead and put that in here. Got a little straggler. Now, I don't know about putting this paper in here. My wife said you can, but I'm going to go ahead and try it. Something just easy. All right, next tray. I'll identify these later when I take them out. I'm going to make this run for 17 hours. Shouldn't need any more than that. It's usually a 24-hour run. But since it's leafy material, I think 17 hours is suitable. Oh man. Having some issues right here. It's going to be very interesting that that's stuck to the bottom of the pan like that. And also, so I just have to identify these. There's two different types of herbs on here. It is stinging nettle that we're freezing. There we go. A little difficulty. I'm not going to put any paper on here. So now we get to see what happens. Because this tray, my wife didn't include paper, and I'm trying to recognize what the leaves are. But folks, what I'll do, I'll tell you what was freeze dried what herbs we actually freeze dried. Still new at this, but excited, very excited. All right, this is the 5th tray. So let's close the door and begin this adventure with the Harvest Right freeze dryer. It is costly, but I would say it's worth it. It's worth the cost because the state of American food is horrible. In Africa and other countries, Italy, they don't allow our foods to be imported to their country because of the pesticides, because of all the chemicals. They don't eat poison food like we do and go to the cancer stores. And I say cancer stores, I mean grocery stores. They're cancer stores because everything that's brought into the store is either sprayed with a chemical. It's called Apeel and Opeel. You can look that up online. Apeel, I think it's A-P-E-E-L, and Opeel, O-P-E-A-L. But you can look online and see what they've been spraying in your produce that you're eating. And the other thing to consider is that these produce that we get in the supermarket has been shipped from who knows where, but not from your local backyard. See? So you have to decide whether your body is that important that you can reach 100 years old or continue to go the way that American agricultural companies have brainwashed us to go to the supermarket store to get the poisonous cancer food. I know that sounds radical. I know you probably don't want to hear that because you're not up to maybe eating healthy. You don't care if you're eating healthy. But think about the toxins in your body that will age you quick and fast, cause you to have parasites. So is it worth having a Harvest Right? Yes, it is. Just close the door. And let's begin the journey. Oh, no. Oh, man, hit that twice. Drying. It says 1 hour, 99 minutes. I think it should go longer than that. I'm going to take it up to 17 hours. The dry time. Well, something's going wrong. I don't know what I did. I hit that button I didn't mean to, so I'm going to make this correction another 15 minutes. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to wait another 15 minutes. It says load trays into freezer. freeze dryer, closed drain valve. It says closed, but the drain valve is already closed. If I open the drain valve, then I can open this pressurized door, but the door is right now, the containment area is pressurized. So I don't know why it says that, because the drain valve right now is closed. So I'm going to open it, because I can't open this door until I open that drain valve to release the pressure within inside the containment area. So let's get to it. I don't know why I'm not hearing any noise. But this time, no errors. So I'll explain probably in a voiceover what type of herbs that my wife is freeze drying, and we'll let her tell you after this process. I don't know why. Oh, that was a purslane that I was trying to show you. That's what that. My granddaughter loves purslane. We love it too. They say it's full of omega-3s. And to me, it's kind of sweet, especially in the wintertime. Purslane takes on a sweetness, a profile sweetness. In the summer, and this is purslane, and it grows very well in our garden. Alrighty. Door is contained. It's freezing. That's what should have happened last time. I don't mind showing a blooper either, because what I did when it says continue, after I put the trays in, I hit continue twice. I shouldn't have done that, because it only takes once. The intelligent screen display is very sensitive to the touch. So all you have to do is touch that, because now if I touch that by accident, which I did in the last try that I did, and I'll show you that try, it started saying that it wanted to dry out. And that's not what you want. You want the freeze process to begin. And it's not saying how long it's going to take. So we'll see. All right, guys. Sorry for the bumpy ride. Woo! About time. You just not tell me a warm room temperature batch processing times may be longer. Well, I didn't close I didn't close the valve like I should have, but I'm not gonna worry about it now, because so I'll see, and I'll let you know what I did wrong or if it turned out well. I'm hoping it turns out well. I don't want to ruin a batch of my wife's herbs. That would not be great. All the hard work she does to keep us well. But this also is a learning process, so it's a learning curve. I'm trying to become a professional at doing the function of the Harvest Right freeze dryer. And if you like, you can look up Harvest Right online. Freeze dryer, I think they have different models, but this is the model that we chose. It's the premier, I think it's one of the best ones they have. And The pump is you have two different pumps. This is the Premier pump. And so it's very heavy, it's very durable, and it does the job very well. They have a different pump that I think it's something about the oil process in the other pumps. But you can look up Harvest Right online, a freeze dryer, and maybe get a co-op of people who's willing to pay for the price of buying one. But I'm telling you, the food will last up to 25 years. Now, who wouldn't want to be a prepper? Because emergencies are going to happen. It's going to happen all over the globe. It's going to happen in the United States. And if you're reminded of 2008, September 2001, everything came to a stop, a halt. And also during COVID, store shelves were empty. So having one of these, and if you can't go by yourself to get one of these, then get a group of people, have a meeting, and decide how precious is being prepared by having a Harvest Freeze Right dryer to keep your food safe. You know, there's groups online that sell 5-gallon buckets of food. And I tell you, those products are so laden with salt, they don't take into account for people who have high blood pressure, the elderly. It's preserved by salt. That's the reason why they say it lasts 25 years. But the Harvest Right, you're not preserving anything with salt. You're bringing your food into a safe storage capacity of lasting longer than it would on the shelf. Also, the vitamins that remain in your process of the food that you bring, it's 99.999% of the nutrients are kept in the frozen product. When you hydrate your food, you lose a lot more minerals. I don't know the percentage because I don't want to fabricate. So you can look up and see what the percentage is of mineral content that is leaked out of the drying process. But it's still worth doing. So at least you get some minerals and micronutrients and macronutrients and enzymes. But not preparing to have your food last longer than it would on the shelf, to throw all your money away because you didn't prepare, that's madness. But anyway, get back with us, please. Please subscribe to our channel if you like to. Share our content. Also, ring that notification bell so that you'll get notified of content we have, new, or if you haven't seen none of our content, all of it is new to you. But some of you who are our followers, who have seen our videos on our 3 channels, then some of the content will get notified, will be new, so you'll know that we're back. Another thing, we haven't done live streams for months. Our lives have been totally busy. So we're hoping and praying that the opportunity comes where we start live streaming again. So in the meantime, look out for us and share our content. If you got questions, please leave them in the content. And I would ask you to be kind. Now, if you're going to be mean and trolling and asking inflammatory questions, I'm going to put you in the cornfield. So if you don't like our content, you're free to visit other channels. In the meantime, we love you. Peace in Yahshua, for he's the creator that made all we have in our life possible. And so hopefully we'll do different segments of this, and some of this Harvest Right freeze drying will be on Herbal Triage. That's my wife's new channel, and so we're getting that prepared so that there'll be question and answer. She's a certified trained herbalist, been using herbs for 30-some years. Saved my life physically twice. I mean, I was going fast, and her knowledge of herbs and how it affects the body and what systems in the body work is outstanding. She's a good woman. She's a good wife. She's strong in character. And so you'll be seeing her. Again, follow our channel and you see us in the garden as Adam and Eve was in the garden when Yahweh put them there as Yahshua, who the world erroneously calls Jesus. The J is only 400 years old. I don't know why they don't want to think about that. They want to hold on to Jesus. Well, that's a thing. but the true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Everything in creation mimics his name. From your eyes to your nose is a Y. Down from your bridge of your nose is an A. From the septum is an E. Yahweh put his name in your forehead. See? But anyway, I know you probably don't want to hear that, but I have to include him in everything we do. So that hopefully, even if it's just one person asks the question, well, is that the Creator's name? Then we can go ahead and answer those questions for you. But in the meantime, our lives are centered around our garden and our marriage, for the love we have for one another and for what we do in our garden. So take care, guys. This is Gary. And again, subscribe, like, share, ring that notification bell. Again, our email address is info@rback2, number 2, Eden, urbanhomestead.com. Again, that's info@rback2Eden, urbanhomestead.com. Or you can send me an email, I guess, to my Gmail. And that's GC Hope, G like Gary, C like Cooper, Hope, Hope, 754 @gmail.com. Peace, people.